Hello and welcome to a special episode of Sons of Cinema.
Hi!
I'm Luke Jalove.
And I'm Marty Jalove.
We are a father and son duo. We review movies in our spare time. And today's a very special episode. We haven't done anything quite like it before.
No.
You came up to me and tasked me to come up with the best alien movie.
Alien or sci-fi?
You said alien.
Okay, good. Then it works, because I picked alien movies, too. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Awesome. I hope I did. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead, yes.
He came up with the idea, apparently.
Right.
To pick
Top
the best alien movie. We're going to argue for our best and then also go over two runner-ups, so we each have three movies.
But we're really only going to get into the one. We're going to mention the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
they're honorable mentions. Which I found, just to cut in, is that I looked up like sci-fi movies, and there was a listing.
Because you misunderstood the assignment. Yeah.
I misunderstood my assignment. Sci-fi and fantasy movies. There was a listing. Okay, so I was like flipping through there. Pinocchio came up in there.
Because it's a fantasy movie.
Yeah, so I thought for a second Pinocchio was an alien, and I wasn't paying attention in the movie. All right, but anyway, I digress. Please. You were going to say something.
My pick for the greatest alien movie is John Carpenter's The Thing.
Nice.
It's coming from the year 1985, I believe.
Okay.
Or 86. Somewhere in there.
Starring Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Starring Kurt Russell, Keith David, Wilford Brimley, and a bunch of other great character actors who maybe weren't in as much other than The Thing, but are amazing in this movie. 12 Arctic researchers are studying when they discover...
Studying what?
Climate.
Arctic
Arctic.
Yes.
Temperature.
Okay.
When they discover or are brought into the fold of the ruins of another Arctic research station, where they discover that a meteorite has long ago crashed on Earth.
It's very scary.
Yeah, incredibly scary. And within that meteorite was a shape-shifting monster, which we only know as the Thing. And what I love about the Thing as a monster is that unlike your average, sort of imposter-type alien or monster, it retains the memory of its prey. So
interesting. Okay.
The issue of the Thing is never being like, you don't act like that, or hey, why don't you remember that? They have to figure it out on a more biological level, a more scientific or logical level.
Was it a shapeshifter, or did he take over the person's body?
It's a little bit of both, I believe, because there is more than one thing. It multiplies.
Okay.
I think as a thing assimilates something else.
Gotcha.
That becomes. There are two things then.
Okay.
Because,
and it's a great movie because it's isolated in this one area. They can't just run away.
Yes, amazing. It's about paranoia.
Right.
It's maybe one of the greatest settings for a movie, just in how it supports the themes and the plot. And it's been compared to sort of the McCarthyism of not too long ago, or just in general, witch hunts or going against your fellow neighbor.
Oh, that's right, because they can't tell if this is a real person or the alien.
Yes.
There's a lot of fighting.
And what I said about how the Thing keeps the memory of its prey perfectly adds to that, because at that point, what really separates a person from a thing, if they have the memory?
Wow, I didn't realize we were going to get this deep in today's show. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And just generally really well made. It's John Carpenter's best work. He also did Halloween, Big Trouble in Little China. A bunch of classics, like one of the great directors of our time.
Nice.
And it's amazing practical effects that stay strong to this day.
Okay, I have to admit I do like that movie. I would say I love that movie. It's a great movie. It's a very scary movie. It still is one of those movies that is worth seeing more than one time. And that's one of the ways I judge a movie. Is it a movie that I'm willing to see multiple times? So one of the ways I picked mine is a movie that I would say, like, as soon as we're done, I would be willing to just turn it on and start watching it now. I'm talking about a movie, an alien movie, a sci-fi movie, maybe a fantasy movie. Okay,
not a fantasy.
Well, it could be. I mean, granted, Pinocchio's not in it, but anyway, it's an incredible movie that I watch every single year. I make sure I watch it at least one time every year. And the day I watch it on is July 4th, because that movie is Independence Day. Okay? Now, you may argue that there are greater sci-fi movies. You may say there are greater alien movies. And I could list a couple of them that I really like the aliens. But Independence Day has so many great endearing qualities to me. Okay, I mean, we're under attack and we're trying to figure out what's going to happen. It's about first contact. It's all about the aliens come here right around 4th of July. And they take us by surprise. They use our own technology against ourselves. They talk about what?
No, I don't.
It's extremely very simple movie, but there's so many cool characters in it. Obviously, Will Smith is in it.
Yes.
Randy Quaid. Bill Pullman plays the President of the United States. There is, you know what?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. You know what? I even wrote some stuff down because I like this movie so much.
Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch. Vivica Fox is in there. Mary McDonnell. You said Judd Hirsch. Randy Quaid. Did you say Randy Quaid?
You said Randy Quaid.
All right, Randy Quaid. You're welcome to come on the show anytime.
He's not welcome in the States, I don't think.
Oh, never mind.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
He's like a tax felon.
Oh, well.
He's a fugitive in Canada.
All right, just tax. That's fine.
Yeah, I know. I think
we'll take cool. You invite us. We'll take the show on the road. We'll meet you over the border. Okay. Harry Connick Jr. in this movie. All right. You didn't mention Robert Loggia?
Loggia.
Robert
Loggia.
Yeah, look at this. The list goes on and on. I could read more off the list, another 20 people.
And you didn't even mention Harvey Fierstein.
I did not mention Harvey Fierstein. He's the bad guy.
No, what?
Who's hired?
No, he's Jeff Goldblum's boss.
Oh, I love that guy
Harvey
from Mulan.
Fierstein,
Mulan. He took a break from Mulan to make Independence.
He took a break from his steady season job.
I completely forgot that guy. He's great. You see, this is just this movie is completely filled with incredible characters, which I'll tell you, the movie, whatever movie he mentioned, just cannot reach that level of the amount of endearing characters that you identify with, that you want to jump in, you want to be part of the movie. The Thing? No way. I don't want to jump into that. I don't want to be part of that movie. It seems too cold. Okay? But Independence Day, I want to fight for not just this country's independence, but today, Independence Day is a worldwide day. That's what it is. Okay? So that's why I think Independence Day, best alien movie.
I want to say he says, this is no longer an American holiday. Now the world will join together and celebrate our Independence Day.
See, look at this.
Something along those lines.
Look at this. This is how good the movie is that even he is quoting the movie. All right? That should prove, without a doubt, we don't even have to vote. It seems like Independence Day wins. Okay? All right. So let's do a head-to-head. The aliens versus the aliens.
Okay.
Okay. I think this would be good.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Taking each aspect, seeing what's better.
Right.
And I have to say, even being completely fair to you, I don't think this is a contest. I think The Thing is one of the coolest monsters or villains in any movie.
Yes.
I think it's perfectly executed within the film.
Okay.
And I think the aliens from Independence Day
are
kind of one of the weaker elements because there's not that much interesting about them.
Oh, wait. No, see, now I want to step back on this, and that is that the monster in The Thing, boring. Okay.
No.
In other words, what he's doing, he doesn't even have his own personality. He takes on the personalities of all of the hosts versus the monsters, the aliens in Independence Day. They came here. They figured out what they were going to do. How about they had the bad guy aliens that were in Area 51, 57? What area?
51.
Area 51. I couldn't. I was thinking of ketchup. Okay. So anyway, they were in Area 51, and they were like, hey, you know, John Pullman president says, hey, can there be peace? No, there can't be any peace, because they're just saying, no, forget about it. Our job here is to take over the planet. They're just going to come to the planet, suck up all the resources, and move on to something else. So they're just evil, evil people. Then there's the fighter pilot aliens, okay, who are just tactical like this. They got this figured out. There's some really smart aliens because they figured out the whole use the satellite.
Are there real smart aliens?
Yeah, they're real smart ones.
Can you point to a real smart alien?
They came in, they hid behind the moon. Remember? As they snuck up on us.
We don't see... who's to say those are different aliens from the other aliens?
Because some of them have to be scientist aliens, some doctor aliens. There's some nurse aliens, probably. They're a massive, massive ship, like Earth-sized ship, breaking up into smaller ships. There's probably a movie theater in that massive ship.
Oh, yeah.
They have to do stuff like that. And then how about the part, I hate to spoil the movie for you, but there's a part where George Goldblum and, or Jeff Goldblum, Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith are in the massive one, and they have to shoot off the atomic bomb to blow up the mothership. And the look on that alien's face, like, woo, like, I don't know what's about to happen. And they're like, bye-bye, bye-bye. Remember that? That was a funny alien.
Hey, stay away from the arm.
All right, sorry. All right, see, there's so much to these aliens compared to the thing.
There really is. For how many aliens there are,
yeah,
the creature leaves so much more of an impression than any of the aliens, especially together. I mean,
that's how you're leaving it?
Yes.
All right. What about if they went to battle, head to head?
I think the thing could win.
It couldn't even beat civilians.
That's arguable.
No.
One of the great aspects of the movie is that it has an ambiguous ending.
There you go. That's true. I'll buy that. But even if you say, let's just say that the humans won. Okay, let's just say that. Let's just say that for mankind, the humans won in your movie.
Sure.
All right. How many humans were left at the end of that movie?
2.
So the final 2 beat this thing. Versus in Independence Day, it took all the armies, all the air forces, all around the world, all the countries together. That's how much it took to beat the aliens in Independence Day.
But that's only because in the thing,
yes,
it was trapped. It was it was not open. It was within a contained space. It couldn't just be itself. It had to strategize.
It sounds weak to me, is all I'm saying.
I'm
just saying.
All I'm saying. It took what, a nerd and Will Smith like playing a chess game?
Yeah, exactly.
To beat them.
There you go.
That's
they figured it out. They infected it with a computer virus. Genius idea. Okay, all right. How about this? Since you already quoted my movie, all right, what's the best quote from your movie?
I don't know if I can say it on this program.
All right, well, just bleep it out.
I think my favorite quote is after the blood test. By the way, another amazing scene.
Yes.
Where they're trying to figure out who's who.
Oh, okay.
The station leader, Gary.
Yes. Played by?
Couldn't tell you. An older actor.
All right.
He's tied to the couch. And they finally test his blood and see he's a human. And he's like, I know you gentlemen have been under a lot of stress, but if it wouldn't bother you, I don't want to spend the rest of this winter tied to this chair.
I thought you were going to beep it out. No, I'll have to beep it out in post-production.
Nice.
That's nice. All right, beautiful. All right, that's a good quote.
Amazing.
All right. So everyone in Independence Day loves Closer to the Ending as Randy Quaid, the drunken father, okay, who becomes from a crop duster to a fighter pilot, flying, and he's the last one who has an attempt, and he takes out the primary weapon of the ship. And as he's flying in there, he talks about how he was abducted earlier, and he had to fight through all of this, and that's why he became an alcoholic. So there's just so much to this movie. It's just so deep. Anyway, and he flies up there, and he goes, "Hi, boys, I'm back." All right, just a beautiful, beautiful sentiment when you watch the movie and how it builds up to that. But by far, the absolute best line. And I love watching this movie on July 4th because I always have to call my son.
Every single
Here we go. You got to come in. Here it comes. Here it comes. So Will Smith is the squadron leader. I don't know what he's called. Jimmy. No, his friend is
Jimmy. Is his friend,
yeah, there you go. So anyway, he's flying. So Will Smith is flying in front of all the other jets, and they're flying towards it. And they decide it's time to shoot the missiles at the ship to see if they blow it all up. And at one point they shoot it, and the commander on the ground comes in, and there's a scene, and he goes, "Fire at will." And then I swear there's a moment that you go back to Will Smith, he just makes this look like, ha! But they don't mean fire at will. They mean they don't. Fire at will. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Every time. You love that line.
It's the best line. It's the best line. All right. That's why Independence Day, number one. Okay. All right. What else? What else? Any last things that you could say of why The Thing is the best?
I think there's an argument you could make.
Okay.
About the characters maybe being better than the Thing's characters.
Okay. Yes.
I would disagree.
Sure.
But
that's the whole idea here.
There's an argument. I would say what the Thing has is character relationships for sure.
Okay. Yes.
Because in Independence Day, it's mostly just a bunch of people scattered around.
Yep.
There aren't that many connections. I'd say the only real connection between some of these strangers is between the president's wife and Will Smith's wife.
Yes.
When they have that talk about,
right.
Oh, I love the dance. Yeah. I love the ballet. Exotic, That's the only really solid connection made.
But that's what makes it so special, is because there's this group having their problems, and the aliens are getting in the way. This group is having their problems. This group is having their problems.
But when when a group like that, they come together, they should have. Especially since Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum, they save the world together. There should be more of a rapport there.
It's an incredible rapport by the end of the movie. No. Oh, they're bestest buddies.
No,
oh yeah,
they are not.
Yeah. All right, okay. So, second and third.
All right, I'm gonna say my second first.
And go. You go. You give your second. I'll give my second.
My second favorite Alien movie right now.
Yes. You didn't think about this?
I thought I forgot about it. I'll be honest. I forgot what it was.
You're gonna say Pinocchio.
I'm not gonna say Pinocchio.
Mulan, because it has that other guy.
Do you have your second?
Yeah, I have my second.
Say your second.
I have my second and my third.
Say your second.
Because I'm going to say my second and you're going to try to steal it.
No, I'm going to think.
Okay. All right, my second favorite movie. Again, remember, it's the kind of movie that touches me on multiple levels. I get a little spooked. I like to laugh a little bit. I like the intrigue, the mystery of the whole thing. And it's a movie that I would be willing to watch right now. Okay? And that is... I believe it was 1958, starring Steve McQueen. It is The Blob. Okay? The Blob. Incredible. You know what? I would say that The Blob, if you put The Blob up against The Thing, Blob could take out The Thing so quickly. The only tricky part, though, is The Thing lives up there in the North Pole, and it's too cold for The Blob. That's where they end up dumping The Blob, which some people could say maybe The Blob was dumped in there, and that's what Kurt Russell thought out and became The Thing. No. But anyway, The Blob, 1958, starring Steve McQueen. There were some other people in there, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. They did a remake. It was more tongue-in-cheek kind of remake.
Better. It was a
no,
better
it wasn't better because The Blob also has, bar none, the greatest theme song of any alien science fiction movie whatsoever. Okay? Without a doubt. Take a look at it, find The Blob, and check it out. Okay, the movie theater scene, the stuff of, you have to go back to 1958, the special effects that they did.
Yeah, to walk all the way over to the kitchen to get some gelatin.
Just it was awesome.
Special effects.
It was awesome. It was just a really good movie. All right, but go ahead. What's your number two now?
I remember.
Now that you put so much effort into it.
I remembered now.
And that is...
when you say alien movie,
yes.
What people might immediately think of
is Alien.
Ridley Scott's Alien.
Yes.
But I've always mildly preferred the sequel, James Cameron's Aliens.
Okay.
Because I think the first Alien, it's a masterpiece. Obviously.
Yes, yeah. It was terrifying.
But you can tell it's low budget.
Uh-huh.
A little slow feeling. again, good, but
Okay.
not always what I'm up for.
Okay.
Aliens, perfect. It takes some of that horror from the first movie.
Yeah.
It really builds upon the character of
Yeah.
Ellen Ripley.
Okay.
It has all these great side characters. Not to say the first Alien didn't have good side characters, but every single one in Aliens, Vasquez, Hicks, Newt.
Because that part 2 was when they were like in a prison ship, right?
That's Alien 3.
Okay. Never
Aliens is where it's Marines. It's Ripley and then a bunch of Marines, and they go into the colony.
Gotcha.
Perfect. It's great horror, and it's also really good action.
Okay.
You mentioned Bill Pullman in Independence Day.
He's in that too.
No, Bill Paxton.
The other Bill.
One of his great roles here.
What does that have to do with Bill Pullman?
It's the same name. Yeah,
that's true. They're pretty much the same person too. You never see them together in one movie.
Never.
Because I do believe they're the same person. Just like Paul Newman and Robert Redford. Same person.
Mm.
Yeah. They've never been in a movie together.
Never once. Wow.
All right.
No, yeah. So.
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. Amazing colors. It's just fantastic direction.
Okay. All right. I'll buy that. Here, watch. See if I can do this. Ready? Did it work?
It's amazing how much of your sleeve is still in the frame.
How about this one? We could do this one.
Ooh, this one might work.
If I can get it. Awesome. See, I love that movie. All right. So you have to see that in order to really see that, understand that.
Yes.
The low budget special effects we have, but yet we can still pull that kind of stuff off, just like the original Alien.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. Okay.
What's your number 3?
Number 3. Okay. Now this is going to be good. What are you laughing at? This is number 3. Again, I started following the same type of theme about these monsters being, in the cold and stuff like that. And again, a movie that brought some great memories to me, some joy, a great background story. And because of the time of year it is, watch his face. Here we go. It's Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Oh my God.
All right.
This is your 3rd favorite Alien movie of all time?
Well, of today, because I went through the list. You couldn't even remember your number 2. All right. So set the scene again. We're up in the North Pole. Okay, just like all these other movies are taking place. Okay, other than Independence Day, which separates Independence Day from everyone else. That's why Independence Day is the best movie. But we're up in the North Pole. Santa's doing the whole, Christmas thing. He's getting all ready. And the aliens up in Mars, the children are really upset. They're just sad. They don't know what to do. So they spy on Earth and they realize the children are happier here because of Santa Claus. So they decide to kidnap Santa and bring him to Mars and make him like the Santa Claus of Mars. And they accidentally take some kids and hilarity ensues. And it's a happy ending. I don't want to ruin it for you because this is a movie worth watching. Even though Christmas has just passed, go out and find it. I think it was from 1964. Was that it?
It was like it was from 5 BC.
No. Actually, it's a younger movie than The Blob. Believe it or not. Yeah. And so Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Let me see. I think there was some. Oh, you know who was in that movie?
Who?
Pia Zadora.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Pia
Zadora.
Pia Zadora.
There you go. So if you're a big Pia Zadora fan, watch Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Great movie. At the end, I'll give you a little spoiler. At the end, Santa. Do you mind?
In the movie for him. Why not?
All right, I'll just tell. So at the end, Santa helps one of the aliens there, one of the Martians, become the Santa Claus of Mars. Wow. It's really touching. It's a touching story. You should watch it. Okay, what's your number 3?
There are a lot of really good ones that I want to mention.
Yes.
Predator, the 80s Blob, which is superior in many countless ways.
You can't say that. No, and Predator. What about the Predator versus Alien?
Oh, that's an awful movie.
Okay,
it's bad.
And Superman, you're really going to pull on Superman as an alien movie?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
What?
All right, because good thing we didn't go to 4.
All right, Pinocchio.
All right, go ahead. All right, so what did you pick?
I was really close to picking E.T. because it's a classic, sentimental alien film.
Yes.
But I actually want to go for a slightly deeper cut that some people may have forgotten. I want to go with Starman.
Oh, with
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, yes.
This is another one directed by John Carpenter,
Uh-huh.
who did the Thing.
Right.
It is a really solid movie about an alien coming to Earth, and not so he learns about life and
Right.
about humans as you'd expect.
Right. But he's not out to conquer us.
He's not out to conquer, and he's not. The point isn't really to study. At some point, it really seems like his point is to make the woman who he meets,
Yes.
Karen Allen,
Yeah.
make her remember what's good in life. Because Karen Allen, I don't know if you've seen it in a while.
I have not seen it in a while.
Karen Allen has recently lost her husband.
Okay.
And Starman comes to Earth and takes the form of her husband.
Oh, okay.
So it's a really solid relationship between the two. Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen are both doing a really good job.
Okay.
It's funny, but it's not cheesy.
Right.
You know, all the comedy feels very natural.
Sure. He plays a great role.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that absence of like emotion in his face as he walks through it, and he just continues. It's just tremendous.
Yes.
That was probably one of Jeff Bridges' best performances overall, just because it's so different. You know, a lot of people are like, really, that was his best, but it was such a stretch to just eliminate emotion, but yet show emotion without showing emotion.
Perfectly put for someone who hasn't seen the movie
in a while.
Who knows? Yeah,
but I was reminded.
No,
now, if you had the time immediately afterwards, would you watch Starman now?
Sure.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah,
I think so. Okay,
it's a good movie.
Yes, it is.
Very heartwarming.
Yes,
very sweet. It doesn't feel saccharine at all, and it doesn't feel
like saccharin, the artificial sweetener.
Yeah, it's saccharine. It doesn't feel
okay,
artificial.
All right,
exactly.
There you go. I never heard that term like that.
No, now you have.
I have. I'm going to write it down.
It's really good. And people don't really mention it that often, so I wanted to bring it up.
That's
Starman.
very cool. Very cool.
Starman.
Okay, so what we'll do is now take a vote on what we would consider number 3. Okay, Starman versus Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Now, first off, I want to ask you: have you seen?
Are we not including the other two?
No. We're going to vote best of number 3.
Okay.
What do you mean the other two?
The number 2s we mentioned.
No, we'll do then. Then we'll vote the number 2s, and then we'll vote the number 1s.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's like a reverse alphabetical order. Okay.
I'm suspecting a lot of ties.
No. So what do you, well, if it's a tie, that's only because you're not thinking straight.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Starman versus Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Now I want you to keep something in mind that you probably haven't really seen.
I have seen Santa Claus Conquers the Martian because I'm your son.
All right. Excellent.
And you feel it is like Starman, and I have not seen it in a long time.
Okay. All right.
But unlike when I described Starman, and you remembered things you liked about it.
Oh, completely.
You described Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, and I remembered, God, what a boring movie that was.
I think
what an awful old movie that was.
He hides his fear in boredom. He was probably very terrorized. Terrorized? Yeah.
Terrified?
Terrified, not terrorized. Terrified listening and watching that movie because he was much younger. And he could identify with the children who got pulled up to Mars. And I think so what he does is a protective coding for himself. He says, I was bored. Okay. So honestly, which one would you like? It's number 3.
Okay. In full honesty?
Yes, in full honesty.
It is Starman.
Right. I would say that that I like watching Santa Claus Conquers the Martians every year around Christmas time. So it's another one of these movies that I would watch. How many times have you seen Starman? How many times?
Probably like 2.
I've seen Santa Claus Conquers the Martians at least 3 times. Okay, so because it calls to me. Okay, so we'll call this a near tie, and Starman's very close second. Okay, so out of our second place films,
Starman is a near second because it's 1/3 so overwhelmingly.
Right.
It has won the 3rd place pick for our
all right, fine. All right, now second place. Blob versus, what was you said Wizard
Aliens?
of Oz?
Aliens?
All right.
Aliens is easy.
Aliens is a sequel. We all hate sequels. Okay, so it loses points for being a sequel.
It does.
It loses points for a poor name.
It's
Aliens. Okay?
What you know what would have been a poorer name?
What?
Alien 2.
That's true. But you know what I didn't like? You know what I didn't like about Aliens?
What didn't you like?
Okay, because everything in the Blob was feasible. 100% feasible. Okay, it brings up the whole, when they first, they dig into the meteor and he gets it on a stick and stuff, and it eats up the guy's hand and stuff. It's a scary movie. Is in part 2, they downplay the fact that the thing spits acid. Okay? I mean, the whole thing, they're fighting this thing.
No.
And, oh, yeah.
No, it takes out nearly the entire Marines.
Not with the spitting acid. They downplay the spitting acid, this was, when in the first movie, in Alien, it is like this terrifying creature with a mouth inside a mouth within the mouth. He's really strong. He's got like a big blender head, and he spits acid. It's kind of like, it's the ultimate creature. He can't be beat.
No, because the issue is...
What is the issue?
They have acid blood, too. So when they shoot them, they can't get their blood on them, because then that's also gonna hurt them. That's what's brought up in the second movie.
Okay, so we agree that the Blob is the best number 2.
Well, let's compromise and say Alien, the first one, is number 2.
All right, so number 1, best alien movie of all time.
I mean,
you were such a big fan of Aliens. The Thing only has one alien.
It multiplies.
Independence Day.
The Thing multiplies. It's a potentially infinite amount of aliens.
Yeah, Independence Day has a whole bunch of aliens.
Yeah, not as many as I'd like. The Thing is potentially infinite, so I prefer that.
Okay, so there we go. All right, so
number 3
is Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Number 2, The Blob.
Aliens.
And number 1, best movie of all time. Possibly not just the best alien movie, but best movie of all time.
At the very least, better than Independence Day.
Every day, every movie, out of all the Independence Day movies.
Good in spite of the fact that it's tied to some holiday.
Yes.
Arbitrarily.
Yes.
Could have happened any other day.
No, then the line doesn't work.
For a movie,
the line doesn't work.
No, here's why the line doesn't work.
Why doesn't
the movie's all about? This isn't just America's Independence Day. This is our Independence Day.
Right.
Actually refer to one character in the movie who is not an American.
How about they talk about all those people all around the country?
In a scene?
Yeah.
They're there for a moment. We see so many characters and every single one of them is an American.
That's because they're shooting it here in America.
Yeah, but if it's a worldwide, your whole bit is about how it's everyone.
Here is the one thing you didn't realize. Okay, that they simulcast the same movie with different actors from different countries during Independence Day all around the world. So there's an Egyptian version of the movie. There is a South African version of the movie. There is an Australian.
In the Egyptian version of the movie, who plays the President of the United States?
It's the same guy who plays the President of Canada in the Canadian version of the movie.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow, you really branched out. Yeah.
It's just, so that's what makes it international. Okay. Much like the Pancake House.
Yeah.
All right.
So
there you go.
Now I can agree with you. And now I can agree
that
The Thing is the best
number 1.
The Thing is...
All right. Excellent.
All right.
All right. Fantastic. So anything else? Any closing remarks?
Alien movies. Alien movies, ain't they just the thing?
Ha! That's a good one. Save it. Okay. Thank you very much. I am Marty Jalove.
And
together we are the Sons of Cinema. Bye-bye.